it's summer right now. Many people are going on vacation or just not going to be at home, maybe going to be located somewhere else for a longer period of time. Some people still want to train in and still maintain muscle mass when out traveling or just not at home. I'm, for example, not at home right now. I'm far away from home, so I don't have access to any type of gym really. Can have a small little pull-up bar which I have here, but apart from that, I don't have that much more. It's still possible though to be able to maintain muscle mass whilst not able or not having an availability to a gym, which is very good news for the people wondering that. You have to though be aware of one thing when considering this. It will not work to build full muscle mass from scratch. You should have already had a bit of muscle mass already and just use it to maintain it. They won't really, in the most part, not be able to build that much new muscle. Usually, it works to maintain it for the most part. It will not work for the longest period ever, and it will only really work to maintain it for a few weeks or maximum 1.5 months, I would say, before you would slightly lose some muscle mass due to the inconsistency of training and not really the full type of training that you usually do at the gym. When you might lose a bit of muscle being out, but the lucky and the good news is also I have to you is that it's very easy to build up again when reaching a gym. It's very minimal muscle mass, and with the gym it's very easy to build it back up again, which is the good news here. So the exercises itself are pretty simple exercises. You can really do them almost anywhere. Some of these require equipment, but most of these exercises are be able to do just on the spot. The first exercise is push-ups, which obviously I don't think I need to do a tutorial on. Basic flat straight push-up, normal push-ups, trains the lower chest, very effective to training just the lower chest. But if you have some type of object that you can decline from, doing decline push-ups is another good alternative for training your upper chest, which also is very needed when going out as well, if you want to maintain your upper chest. The second exercise, or the third one technically, but the other next exercise are shoulder taps. You almost stand like in a plank type of way, and then you have one hand down, and then you try to tap your shoulder with one of the hands while still keeping one of the other ones still in place, sort of. And shoulder taps, good way of training a bit of the shoulder and also a bit of your core strength, which is added into that. But it trains a bit of the frontal delts, a bit of the delts almost when doing this type of shoulder taps. And it's not the best hypertrophy exercise, but just okay if you want to maintain some muscle, if that's what you're aiming for. If we come to the next exercise, there is a difficulty with that it requires a minimal type of equipment, and of course that exercise is pull-ups. So pull-ups are good for the back, which I've talked about hundreds of times on this. I've told you hundreds of times towards you of why pull-ups are a very effective exercise and what makes them good, so I will probably not want to go that deep into why pull-ups are good, but in general, trains your back, trains very well with functional strength. Usually you wouldn't want some type of pull-up bar. If you don't have one, I recommend just buying one. They're extremely cheap. It's not that much. It's very affordable to get a pull-up bar. And in some cases, if you don't have a pull-up bar, a A part of a tree is also good to, is if it's a stable tree. You can put yourself up on that. Is another effective way of doing it. And then the next exercise, of course, is also chin-ups, which is for the arms and biceps, which is another functional strength exercise. Instead of pull-ups doing this way, chin-ups, the hands face towards you, and instead of a wide grip, you have a bit of a closer grip. Chin-ups will also be very effective, once again, for the arms and biceps. And if you want to add some weight to your pull-ups or chin-ups, my best advice to you is to add some type of weight with a backpack, for example, just loading your backpack with some type of weight or something you have in your house that can weigh a bit, and then you can just use that for a few sets, able to do your chin-ups and pull-ups for that matter. It also works maybe if you want to do push-ups and have some more weight when doing push-ups instead of just your own body weight. The last exercise, which is very helpful in when you're gone from the gym or gone from town, is squats. So the squats is a good way for training the legs. You can do them body weight, and you could add, once again, you could also add a backpack there with some weight if you want to train with some heavier weight on it. And you can also do multiple variations of squats. You can do normal squats, you can do deep squats, you can do split squats, there's multiple. You can also try to do that, you do a squat and then combine it with a jump and then a push-up. I forgot what the name of, I believe it's called a burpee. Those are very, very helpful also if you want to train a bit more higher intensity. But I recommend doing them separately for my part if you want to do it in the best and effective way possible.